Hello everyone and then welcome to the continuation of our 3D printing program. So in our previous lesson we learned about some applications of 3D printing. So as you see here for prosthetics, agriculture, architecture, education, the likes. In this particular lesson we are going to focus on some errors. Okay, so these are some errors we encountered during some years back doing some 3D printing exercises. So you can see here the filament is just oozing out. Okay, with the cause of it could have been I think it was left overnight, and then when we came, this is what we got. In that is either it got shifted. Okay, so the platform for which it would build, okay, maybe it got shifted. Okay, so it got toppled or the calculation didn't work well. So following the path for it for the printer to do it or continue laying the filaments on top of the other okay couldn't work, so we had it just oozing all over the bed. Okay, so or it could have been also that maybe reach a layer, and then maybe something touched it and then it got the calculations didn't work well or so. Okay, that's calculations behind it, the printer. Or sometimes it could also be heat problems. Okay, so there are lots of errors that can come. So something overheating and the likes, okay, can also cause it to malfunction. Okay, there are a whole lot of things. There are sensors all around. Okay, so sensors in the corner. This Race 3D actually has a camera inside that you can actually connect it to maybe a device in your home that you can actually monitor it on your phone or your laptop. So it uses some cloud service to do that. Yeah, so to avoid certain things, when you notice something like this, you can actually pause or control it, and then yeah, that's a good way to resolve that. Okay. One two is you can have the filament clogging at the tip or the nozzle or the heat bed. No, sorry, the heat. That's the heat, the mouth of the or the nozzle of your 3D printer. Okay, so something like this. When we came the next day, we had the object, the filament clogging the nozzle. Okay, um, or maybe it didn't ooze at all, or something might have obstructed it from oozing. Okay, yeah, so this is some error. Then let's look at some ways to resolving some issues. So whilst printing, we also notice sometimes the objects wouldn't stick on the bed. Okay, so the 3D printing couldn't like when it layers its first filaments, okay, on the bed. What happens is it doesn't stick onto the bed. Okay, so we had to use this kind of resort to this kind of thing that we find out. So we actually dissolved acrylic board or yeah, acrylic. So we break it into pieces, put it in a bottle, and then pour turpentine into it. Wait for it for some number of days for it to dissolve. Okay, and then here you would see me applying it on the surface in a moment. So I'm going to skip this and see we'll dissolve it. So make sure you break it into pieces. For a number of days, it should dissolve, and then you can use it to with the help of some brush or some this thing, you just apply it onto your surface, that's of the bed, and then just allow the 3D printer to do its work. You should have your object sticking on the surface, though it doesn't look nice, but this is how we're able to resolve this. Also, we also resorted to the use of hairspray. So hairspray also works well to help your 3D printed object to stick onto the bed. Or yeah, so we use Malaysia. Okay, so you spray it onto the bed before printing. That should also work. Okay, so these are some ways we use to resolve some errors that we encountered in the makerspace. Sometimes you might come across lots of like a lot of errors. Like we've encountered lots, many errors. Okay, many. Yeah. So sometimes you just have to be creative or resourceful. Just look for resources around you to resolve certain things. Just so you don't waste your efforts, either your filaments or your time and the likes. Okay. So that said, thank you for watching, and then I'll see you in the next lesson. Thank you.